We are live from St. Peter's for opening day of declaration season. We're getting a little bit of a late start here. As you can see, the refs are still getting going on getting the kids out on the ice, but we are just about there for warm-ups. Going to pause the stream here for a minute. We might, as I try. Okay, I'm not sure if this adjustment is working or not. You have to leave me comments on if the orientation of the phone is causing issues or not. Sorry, this is first time doing a Facebook live or a YouTube live from a mobile device. So if there's any issues caused from the horizontal nature of the phone, just leave a comment. I'll try to work on it, but I think we're going good now. Just in time for the puck drop. All right, we are ready to drop the puck on the 2025-2026 youth hockey season. We've got Peewee A3 on the ice, Kirkwood versus St. Peter's, and we are underway for declaration season. Kirkwood wins the puck in the neutral zone and sets up camp. David coming in deep on the forecheck, gets it back to the point.
6.
Now St. Peter's coming the other way. St. Peter's in deep now, but David tries to grab the puck, falling down alongside the boards. Still fighting for it, back on his skates. St. Peter's comes away with it. Skating into the high slot, shot goes wide. St. Peter's gets a shot on goal and a rebound attempt. Rory is there. Is the puck still loose? Now they blow the whistle. Very late whistle there. As Rory scrambled to sit on the puck. That was a golden opportunity early for St. Peter's as the rebound came outside of the crease into the slot. And the St. Peter's forward was there, but Rory in position made the save as here comes another shot from St. Peter's. So Rory shutting down that early opportunity for St. Peter's on the rebound. In close. Those are the dirty areas that both teams will be warring over today. Both teams go for a change. We'll have Liam Gale on the face-off dot for Kirkwood. He's got Sam Hughes on his left wing. It's like Gavin and Jacob on defense for the Stars. As they battle for a loose puck in Kirkwood zone. Sending it out all the way to the other side of the ice. Icing is waved off as St. Peter's regroups in its own end. And here comes Kirkwood. Back and forth they go through the neutral zone. Neither team establishing possession. Now Sam has it, sends it forward into the attacking zone. St. Peter's is there on the puck, sending it right back out. Now gaining speed across the center line. So Aiden Lamb picks it up for Kirkwood, sends it. Kirkwood coming the other way. Now getting some possession. Aiden skating up to the high slot. Shot comes in. It's in the goal. Aiden Lamb from the high slot. Kirkwood scores its first goal of the season. Aiden coming in with speed across the blue line. Skates around a few defenders and rips off a shot from the high slot. Finds the back of the net. Stars lead 1-0. Kirkwood trying to set camp back up in St. Peter's territory, but the Spirit have it behind their own net, coming now out around the corner. Long stretch pass, misses its mark. And Kirkwood comes the other way, but they're loose with it as well. And St. Peter's re-enters neutral territory. And that is going to be offsides. So both teams will go for a change. Well, Bryson on the face-off dot for Kirkwood. He's got William Dunbar on his left. David Kukla on his right. They're battling along the far boards. Williams skating forward. Now crashing in is Bryson, but that'll be offsides. Back on that same face-off dot, same center and forwards. Gavin and Jacob back on defense for the Stars. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Only St. Peter's players are there as they regroup in their own end, trying to launch an attack here. Pass misses its mark. Jacob brings it across the blue line. Now St. Peter's trying to come the other way. Battle for it along the boards. And Kirkwood chases it into its own end. Switching directions. Jacob getting it out to his forwards. That's Liam Gale with the puck and speed. 2-on-1 if they hurry. The pass comes over. Tries to skate back into the slot. Defenders meet him there. Liam picking it up in the corner. Loose puck picked up by St. Peter's but kept in. Now St. Peter's comes out. They have some speed entering Kirkwood territory. Puck is loose behind Kirkwood's net. Only red jerseys there for now. Here comes the St. Peter's forecheck. Loose into the slot, but Kirkwood has it. As the puck squirts deep into Kirkwood territory. No icing here, so Kirkwood's on it, but here comes the forecheck. Holding it in, back at the point. Nice steal. That's Leo Bauer over there in the far boards for Kirkwood. Little miscommunication between the St. Peter's goalie and his defender. Not too much trouble though, as here comes St. Peter's with speed. Across the blue line. Looking for a pass, now looking for a shot. Rory's there, and she's on it. Little dangerous attack from St. Peter's there. Gaining some speed across the blue line. Had options to pass, opted for the shot instead. Made Rory make a save. She was up to the task. Puck is on the ice. Puck comes loose into the slot just above the crease. Now a trip behind the net. Kirkwood's going to have its first power play after this delayed penalty. There's the whistle. So Kirkwood with the early 1-0 lead on Aiden Lamb's goal from the high slot will take its first man advantage on the tripping. Puck is on the ice for the first power play of the season, but St. Peter's steals it. Now skates in the neutral zone, dumping the puck in.
Only one on. One of you stay back.
Gavin has it behind Kirkwood's net. Now out to Aiden. He does clear the zone, but on the power play, Kirkwood can't establish possession.
Keep it in.
Big penalty kill from St. Peter's here. Even establishing
Pass it up to your knee.
puck possession, shorthanded in Kirkwood's zone. Now Jackson grabs it. He centers it to Jaden. It comes to the wing. Who was that? Off the crossbar. Nice shot from the wing. That's Aiden Lamb looking for his second goal. Picked up the loose puck on the far post. Inside the face-off circle. Ripped a wrister off the iron. So not much of a power play there for Kirkwood until a late chance is generated. That I believe the clock says 2:30 left on the penalty. It seems as we're gonna have another penalty here.
There you go.
Is that a neutral on the
Down,
first
Jet.
I'm having a hard time believing the penalty clock is right. It seemed like a clear trip the first time around, but nothing that would require a major penalty, but it still shows 2:20 left on the penalty clock. Not sure if that's an operator error or the actual time. Either way, Kirkwood goes into the box for a trip of their own, so we'll skate 4-on-4 here. Kirkwood winning the draw, skating even 4-on-4 with the dueling tripping penalties. Now Bryson into the high slot, looking for a pass. St. Peter's grabbing the loose puck, skating with speed. Can't get the corner around the defender, and the puck comes back out to neutral ice.
Great job, Bodie. Get him. That's it, Steve. Come on.
Now a little trouble in their own end as St. Peter's finds the centering pass, but nice steal. Here comes Jacob shooting into the glove. So even though there are penalty minutes on the clock for St. Peter's, they are out of the box. 5 men on the ice for the Spirit. There was an operator error, as I surmise. Kirkwood is still short-handed though, skating with only 4. 43 seconds left on that tripping penalty. Setting up camp short-handed here, winning the draw. Looking for a pass, it comes out to the point, that's Jacob. Comes into the slot. Shot comes in. Save. Still loose.
Get back, get back, get back.
Now St. Peter's skates out. Great shorthanded chance from Kirkwood there. Shorthanded still. Kirkwood skating forward. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Back out to Jacob. He sends it deep. We're back to even strength, 5-on-5. So neither power play able to do much. And actually the shorthanded side looking better both ways. Here's Gavin behind his own net. Getting trapped by a couple of white jerseys. Innocent shot comes in from the side netting. That's Sam Hughes in the corner. Now Jacob has it, skating behind his own net. Nice pass out to Sam, he's got space. Space to skate, and he does, across the blue line. Shot coming in. Bobbled a little bit, but the St. Peter's goalie's on it. So Kirkwood still clinging to that 1-0 lead after both teams traded tripping penalties. Shorthanded side looking better both ways. Neither power play able to establish much, as here comes St. Peter's with speed of their own. Into the face-off circle. Skater goes down and Kirkwood comes the other way. Nice move along the boards. Shot flies wide into the corner. Jackson's on it for Kirkwood. Good hold by Bodie Bossy at the blue line. Aiden trying to forecheck for Kirkwood. Now St. Peter's brings it out to center ice, and Jackson tries to come right back in, but Kirkwood is offsides. So we'll have a change here. Bryson on the dot for Kirkwood. He's got William and David on the wings. Jacob and Gavin on defense as they chase it into their own end. David trying to get it out, turns it over. Shot goes off of Roy's gloves and drops dangerously. Kirkwood's on it though, and now skating it out into neutral ice. St. Peter's turns it over. Here comes Jacob, hard collision, right in front of us on the boards. St. Peter's has it behind their own net. Passes it up to the blue line, 2-on-2. Nice pass by St. Peter's. Don't get much of a look out of it. As St. Peter's holds on the far boards. Still with it in the corner, looking for a pass. They get the pass. Puck is loose in the slot momentarily. William getting a stick to it. Now Gavin sending it forward, high off the glass, deep into St. Peter's territory. It's going to get to the goalie, so no icing here. But St. Peter's back check comes in, steals the puck, and now they have room to skate across the center line. St. Peter's goes for a change, so it's only red jerseys there as the first period comes to a close. Kirkwood leading 1-0 on the early goal by Aiden Lamb. It's been pretty back and forth here in the first period. Neither team having much success setting up camp, establishing possession and pressure. It's really been more of an end-to-end game. Aiden Lamb scoring by carrying it across the blue line himself, skating around a few defenders, firing a shot from the high slot, beat the goalie cleanly, and Kirkwood leads 1-0. Both teams were called for a tripping penalty in that first period, but neither power play showed much at all, and really, I would say the shorthanded side each time looked like the better side. As we get set for period number 2 here, Liam Gale takes the face-off for Kirkwood. He's got Sam Hughes with him and Leo Bauer as the wingers. It looks like Blake and Bodie on defense as they battle for it along the far boards. It trickles out into Kirkwood's side. Blake is on it for the Stars. He changes directions and shoots it up the boards. And Leo has it, tries to gain the high slot. He's met by defenders. Now shoots it in. Denied easily there. Holding the line, no. The puck gets away from Bodie, who trips over the blue line. Puck pops up into the air, and now here comes St. Peter's into Kirkwood's side. Sam with a nice stick in the corner. Liam now up ahead to Leo. And now Blake on it. Out up to Leo again. St. Peter's holding the line. Sends it back into the corner, now around behind the net. Liam Gale on the puck. Finds a pass across the blue line. That's Leo from Liam. Skating into St. Peter's territory. And now Sam on the forecheck steals the puck back. Puck squirts loose. St. Peter's has it. But they turn it over before gaining Kirkwood's blue line. Puck still not possessed very well. Loose in the corner. That shot comes in from the wing. Off the glove and into the crease, but St. Peter's was first to it. Now coming the other way, all red jerseys there, but stealing it back. St. Peter's has it in the corner, looking for the centering pass, they get it! Slap shot from the mid-slot, but wide, well wide of the goal, just a bit outside. But that was a golden look for the Spirit. Centering pass to the slot, and the slap shot did get off. Now here comes Jackson Lowry, trying to make a move. He's dispossessed. St. Peter's comes forward. They meet opposition at the blue line. They battle for it along the center line. Now St. Peter's sending it forward into the zone. Jacobs on the puck for Kirkwood. He sends it forward. Puck squirts out, comes back in for offsides. Kirkwood goes for a change. Well, Bryson on the face-off dot for Kirkwood. He's got David and William on the wings. Blake and Bodie on defense as Kirkwood wins the draw and comes forward with speed. That's William. He goes down in the slot. And puck comes the other way, does get out. Blake is there. They battle for the puck. David getting a stick to it. St. Peter's still comes forward. Now Bodie behind his own goal, tries to wrap it around. It does, but weakly. St. Peter's jumps on the puck, holding the line, sending it back in. Now they try a pass to the crease. It's denied there and behind the net. Kirkwood's on it. But here comes a pinch from St. Peter's, keeping it in. Now Bodie's on it, skating it out for Kirkwood. He does get it to center ice. St. Peter's comes right back in though. Now Blake on the puck for Kirkwood. He shoots it out. Oh, looked like it got across the blue line. Ref disagrees, no offsides. Here comes William, making a move into the slot. Sliding it, looking for that 5-hole, but it's covered. Nice little bit of dangling there in the high slot from William Dunbar. Does slide a shot along the ice. Looking for that 5-hole. Does get it to the goalie, but the stick was there. As Liam Gale will take the face-off for Kirkwood. He gets it to the slot, but St. Peter's grabs it. Now skating through neutral ice into Kirkwood territory. Still on the puck into the slot. Now the red jerseys are there. It does come out to the neutral zone. Battling for it. Now St. Peter's grabs it momentarily, but turns it over. Sam Hughes coming the other way. Tries to get it to Liam. Can't quite get it there. And St. Peter's dumping it in and chasing. Kirkwood has it. Looking for the exit. They find it. Here comes Jacob, skating forward as a defender. Centering pass to the far side of the slot. Kirkwood loses possession, and St. Peter's comes the other way. 3-on-3 here at center ice. And I believe that's Gavin steps up. Misses the mark on his pass, and it slides deep into St. Peter's territory. Not deep enough for icing, though. And here comes the forecheck from Kirkwood. Now St. Peter's has it behind their own goal. Up along the near boards. Out to center ice. Nice stick by Blake, and he skates forward. Looking for a shot. It's blocked. Battle for it. Kirkwood has it. Pass into the face-off circle, now into the slot. Rebound, that's Jacob. No, sorry, Jackson on the back door. Goal, Kirkwood. Trying to get an idea, I believe that's Jaden Lowry with the rebound goal. Picking up the loose puck on the far post and sliding it into the goal. Right place, right time goal for Jaden Lowry on the rebound. Kirkwood takes a 2-0 lead. As Jaden, the goal scorer, skates in to take the face-off. Now Jackson Lowry with the puck, skating it in. It's loose in the corner. St. Peter's has it. Looking for the exit. They do get out. St. Peter's with possession. Puck trickles out into the high crease, and they are there for the goal. A little loose on the back end from Kirkwood. As St. Peter's steals one back very quickly. It looked like the defense was there, but the puck trickled out of contention right into the low slot just above the crease. St. Peter's had the forward in place and just tapped it in right past Rory. She probably thought that was buttoned up in the corner. Not really sure how the puck got into that spot, but nevertheless it does. St. Peter's cuts the lead in half, 2-1, with just under 5 minutes to go here in the second period.
Go, David.
David on the puck, loses the handle. Long sliding shot comes in. No problem for Rory. So Jaden Lowry doubling Kirkwood's lead to 2-0 on the rebound goal. Probably, I didn't see the time on the clock, but probably less than a minute before St. Peter's steals it back, cutting the lead back in half, 2-1. Like I said, a little loose on the defensive side from Kirkwood there on that goal. Looked like it was short up before it got in front of Rory. No defender in sight. St. Peter's bringing it out. Liam there, looking to go the other way. He gets the pass to Leo, but it squirts all the way to the end boards. Now St. Peter's coming. Centering pass, a little bit of daylight there. Sam has it for Kirkwood. Trying to get out, he does, but St. Peter's comes right back in. Nice stick by Liam, who gets it out to Sam on the wing, tries to make a loses the handle. Here comes St. Peter's, sliding shot, nice kick save and a beauty from Rory. And here comes the back check, saving the day. Looked like a rebound chance for St. Peter's, couldn't get the shot off, and now Sam comes the other way for Kirkwood. Makes the move into the slot, shot just wide. Jacob centering pass to Sam. He was right there. Got a stick to it, but couldn't get it on goal. Beautiful chance from Kirkwood there. Nice pass from Jacob on the near boards. Sending it right into the low slot, just above the crease. Sam was there, got his stick on it, but not strong enough as the puck deflected wide of the goal. Not even sure that'll be a shot on goal despite the high danger look. And we stay 2-1 with 2:50 to go in the second period. Jaden on the face-off dot for Kirkwood. Aiden Lamb has a stick on it. Turned over. Now Aiden battles back, gets it across the blue line. Supported by Jackson. Battling for it along the end boards. Kirkwood can't quite win that battle. Centering pass, nice stick by Blake on defense. Breaking up the pass. It goes all the way to the other side for icing. Great effort by Blake to stop the forward from even getting a stick to it, causing the icing. Shot comes in from Aiden, it goes wide. Only white jerseys are there. Now Aiden with it into the face-off circle. Out to Blake at the point. Shot deflects off a body, goes wide. Kirkwood holds at the blue line. Now St. Peter's has it. Sending it forward. Ice is slippery there. Now St. Peter's with a little bit of time in their own end. Passing it forward into the center ice. Now gaining the blue line. Coming forward from a long shot. Well wide off the end boards.
Go, go.
Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Back and forth here along the near boards. Bryson's on it, has some daylight. Defense steps up and stops the attack. St. Peter's goes the other way.
Middle, David. Good job.
David carrying it out of Kirkwood's end, has some space to skate forward, puts on the brakes. Now Bryson steps up in support. All the way back into Kirkwood's side as St. Peter's goes for a change. Long pass to David at center ice, he skates forward. Now dumping it in the corner, and that's the end of the second period. Kirkwood leading 2-1 here in the first game of declaration season at the Peewee A3 division. Two quick goals, very close together, one from each side. Jaden Lowry getting Kirkwood's second goal of the game on a rebound as the save redirected to the far post. Jaden was there jamming it home. Less than a minute later, Kirkwood's defense got a little loose with it in their own end. Looked like they had the play tied up in the corner. Puck trickles loose. St. Peter's attacker was there on the doorstep. No red jerseys around besides Rory. So the puck comes out into the low slot just ahead of the crease, and St. Peter's puts it away, cutting the lead in half just as fast as Kirkwood doubled it. So we stand 2-1 here, heading into the third period. Liam taking the draw for Kirkwood. Puck is still loose in the neutral zone. Now Sam gets a stick to it. Ahead to Leo. St. Peter's tries to come the other way. Back and forth they battle. Liam's on it now. Into St. Peter's side. Loose in the high slot. Sam has a stick on it. Now Leo with it. Rebound, it's loose in the low slot. Comes out to the near boards. Into the corner now. Sam. Bodie steps up with a deep pinch. Sam behind the goal, tries to center it. Can't get it to a Kirkwood jersey, and St. Peter's comes the other way. Centering pass, high slot shot. Rory gets the pads down just in time. Back into the slot, it's loose. Now out at the point, shot comes in, deflection, hits the glass behind the net. Held at the blue line by St. Peter's, sliding it back forward. Held again, and now Kirkwood breaks out, 2-on-1 chance. Nice move, Liam all alone. Backhand. I think he might have been trying to pass that to Sam on the far post. He didn't get up in time. So what looked like a 2-on-1 that turned into Liam all alone. He couldn't get the skates around, had the weakly backhand it forward. Could have been a much better chance for Kirkwood there. Doesn't amount to much. Looked like they might even get a 3-on-1 for a moment. One of the red jerseys fell to the ice. So 2-on-1 it was. Sam and Liam coming forward. Liam made a nice move around the initial defender, but kind of got going the wrong way and couldn't amount much of an attack. Offensive zone face-off draw for Kirkwood. They get it into the corner. A couple white jerseys are there. Battling for it. It slides loose. Kirkwood has it. Backhand pass into the slot. Now Jacob sends it forward behind the net. Gavin stepping up, shooting from the top of the face-off circle. It's loose in the crease, but only white jerseys are there. Some good chances generated from Kirkwood there. Gavin's shot from the top of the face-off circle hit the goalie, but did drop loose into the crease. No forecheck from Kirkwood could get to a stick to it, and the danger was dispersed. As now St. Peter's looking to rush the zone. 1-on-4 though. As Jacob has it, passing it forward, steps up from St. Peter's. Oh wow, what a save by Rory, getting the leg out. She's had a couple of those where it looked innocent enough, but then you see how much she has to stretch to make the save. She does each time. But a couple of these innocent looking chances were not so innocent after all. And it took a nice kick from Rory to keep it out. St. Peter's shooting behind the net, trying to hold the line. They do. Centering pass slides all the way to the far corner. Now skating it in to the slot. Denied there by the defense. Up to David, looking for the exit. He finds William, but he falls down. William all alone. Gets a stick to it. Can't find the handle. Now it comes to the goalie behind the goal. William still battling for it. David on the doorstep. Puck is loose. And St. Peter's skates away from it. They've got a break of their own going the other way. Tries to dangle. Defense stops him. And here comes Bodie stepping it up, sliding it across out to safety. Bodie still battling. St. Peter's trying to regroup. Skating forward again now. Again meeting the defense. Liam trying to come forward. Bit of a check there from St. Peter's. Now they come forward. Centering pass is broken up. That's Liam Gale again. He beats his man. 2-on-1 if they hurry. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Puck trickles just wide of the post. Couldn't get a clean pass off. Puck squirts loose behind the goal. St. Peter's, plenty of time. Finds the exit pass. Up the center ice, 1-on-1. Kirkwood defense gets to it first. Now Sam Hughes coming the other way. 2-on-2 with Jaden on his wing. Held in by Jacob, sends it sharply behind the goal. Rebound chance by Aiden in the low slot. Can't get a good stick to it. Jacob tries to hold it in. Now Gavin loses the puck in his own end. Shot comes in from St. Peter's. Is there a rebound? No rebound chance. Good job by the defense to tie that one up. It was loose. Still loose. Rory's got the pads there. Shuts the door. St. Peter's has it on the side. Now Gavin gets a stick to it. Ahead to Sam. Does clear the zone. Battling for it though. St. Peter's looking to come right back. Dumping it in. Behind the goal. Jacob's there. St. Peter's on the puck. Battle for it in the corner. Jacob ahead. Now Aiden loses it. It comes back to him. And they've got a chance at a 2-on-1 there. Can't make the break. Jackson on the wing. Centers it with a shot. It comes back into the corner. Under 5 minutes to play here. Kirkwood clinging to a 2-1 lead. As Jaden's on the puck. Can't get much of attack going there. St. Peter's the other way. Turned over during a change. Here's Sam, or no, that's Jackson shooting. Turnover at neutral ice. Caught St. Peter's off guard a little bit. They went for a change thinking the puck was going the other way. Jackson had a little bit of daylight there, enough room to shoot. But in the end, it wasn't too tough of a save for St. Peter's. Kirkwood with an offensive zone face-off here. 4:25 left in the game. St. Peter's dropping their stick. They had some speed through neutral ice. Bodie behind his own goal, into the corner. Now out to the point for St. Peter's, stepping up, sliding it. Loose in the slot, but only momentarily. Battling for it along the blue line. St. Peter's holds the line. Now it squirts out to center ice. And Kirkwood comes the other way. It's Bryson with the puck. Battling several white jerseys there. Shot does come in. Nice save. As William battles for it. David gets it on it. Nice centering pass. David with the assist. That was Bryson with the goal. Bryson setting up camp in front of the crease. David got it to him out of the corner. Nice stick work by Bryson in the low slot to get it past the goalie and giving Kirkwood a 3-1 lead with 3:33 left in the game. Kirkwood winning the draw. Sam Hughes skating forward. Now St. Peter's coming the other way, looking to quickly answer again like they did last time. Can't generate a scoring chance here though. Puck is still up for grabs. Now behind Kirkwood's goal. That's Jacob with it, has some space now. Finds a pass to center ice, it's picked off. Skating into the slot, loses the handle. Now picked up by Kirkwood's defense. St. Peter's back on it in the corner. Tying him up, battling for it. Jacob on the puck, loses it. St. Peter's has it at the point. Forward into the slot. Quickly sent out. Now ahead to... That is Leo Bauer skating forward for Kirkwood. Chasing it into the zone, but here comes St. Peter's with speed. Through the neutral zone. Coming into the face-off circle. Good job by the Kirkwood defense to redirect him. He was looking to skate into the slot. Red jerseys were there. Moves him into the face-off circle. Can't even get a shot off from there. Could have been much more dangerous than that. Shot comes in, rebound. Still loose. Stepping up is Gavin. Down low. Pass centering onto the far post. Kirkwood got a stick to it. Couldn't get it on goal. 1-on-1 now. Gavin on defense. 2-on-1 for St. Peter's. Centering pass. Nice stick by Jacob on the back check. Defusing the danger. That looked like a good chance for St. Peter's as here comes Kirkwood the other way. Kick save from the Spirit goalie. On the far post. It's in the goal. Aiden Lamb with his second goal of the game. He opened the scoring here and now has the fourth goal for Kirkwood. Puck found him on the far post. Another rebound chance. Looked very similar to Jaden's goal as Kirkwood whacking away in front of the net. puck squirts loose to the far side. And like Jaden was in the right place, right time for his goal, Aiden is there this time. Sends it into the netting. And Kirkwood has a 3-goal lead with a minute left to play in their season opener here in St. Peter's. As Jackson skates it out to center ice and dumps it in. "40 seconds left in the season opener. Puck squirts back into St. Peter's side. Now Jackson on the puck at the center ice. Shot does come in. It is kept out. 10 seconds to go. One-on-one chance here late. Nice stick by Blake. And Kirkwood closes the book on the first game of the season. A 4-1 win here in St. Peter's. As they celebrate around goalie Rory Murray. It wasn't too flashy, but she played a big role in this win. There were a couple times where a quick kick was required, a quick stretched out kick at that, and she was up to the task each time. Like I said, none of those chances looked especially dangerous, but seeing her stretch out the way she did, getting the toe to it, not the middle of the pads, she had several key clutch saves here. And then on the offensive side for Kirkwood, a lot of persistence, a lot of right place, right time. Although Aiden did open the scoring with a nice individual effort, skating it into the zone all by himself, making a move and ripping off a shot to open the scoring. But after that, handful of rebound goals gave Kirkwood the 4 count. Nice performance to open the season from the Kirkwood Stars, breaking the seal on declaration season in the A3 Peewee level as we say goodbye from St. Peter's.